Hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing alright. Glad to say that when I looked at the recording that the frits from the last live did not get put into the audio recording. So it sounds like it was most likely my headphones, which is a lot easier to fix than audio errors. But yeah, so welcome everyone. I hope everybody had a great week and that everybody has a great week coming up. So, per usual, I am back in Honkai Star Rail because they always have so much content to do that it's kind of hard to keep up, but we love that because it feeds the never-ending void of trying to escape reality, right? Alright, so let's go over some achievements I got while we were gone. So I was working on the Golden Gears. So we got the branch shopping mall where you can take like a curio if you have it, and then if they have it, you can then get it upgraded into a new curio. So I got that achievement. Activate one neural network node and endure 10 and more resonance extrapolations in a single battle. So a lot of Golden Gear achievements. Not much else has been done on my accounts. I'm getting a little burnt out from some of my games, or at least the Hoyo games, if I'm going to be honest. I have done almost nothing on my Genshin account in the last 2 weeks, and we're just scraping by on this one as well. Definitely been falling back into the manhwa manga pit, and then of course Baldur's Gate. But I'm also a little burnt out from Baldur's Gate now too. I know I was just raving about it, but after playing it for 120 hours, my brain's like, I need a little bit of a break before we do Act 3, which is like another 120 hours. So, but I have gotten all of my light cones up to level 80 that are in the 5 stars, so that's great. We hope to add a new light cone to the mix today. We are almost, Dr. Ratio's banner is almost done, and we have been trying to get his light cone since he was so kind to come home to us for free. Just as a reminder, make sure you get him before that email expires. So currently our weapon banner is at 64 pity. More than likely, we will be getting a 5-star in our next 10 pull, which you see we do have. But whether we win or lose the 50-50 is up to debate, because I did win the 50-50 with Blade last banner. So, no idea if we'll get this. We can only hope and dream. So that we can join Mr. Veritas in the you know where I was going with that. Anyway, 10 pull, let's see. Get that dopamine rush from gambling. Oh, it is a 5-star. What we expected. We are up in the 70 range. At max, it was gonna be another 20 pulls. So this is 65. 66. 67. 68. 69, 70. Oh, and we lost the 50-50. I was so hopeful because it was the hunt. And I don't even have this character. And now ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even have this character. Now that is sad. Alright. And there's no way we're gonna be able, unless he comes in like the next 10 pull and I have like major stream luck. Nope. It's just, Dr. Ratio is going to be without his light cone. Oof. I swear this happens every time after. Oh, they're like, we'll make up for it by giving you every single one of the banner 4 stars. I swear this happens every time I do, not quite there yet, when I exchange one of these and get a light cone from this one, that I have to struggle to get something on a banner right after, because I bought this one for Gepard, and then I struggled heavily on Dan Heng's banner right after the Inhibitor Lunae one. Inhibitor Lunae one. And right after I wouldn't be able to exchange these for these. And then I just bought Himiko's, hers. And then I lose 50-50. I swear the Starlight Exchange Shop is cursed for me. So let's go over this now, shall we? I have this light cone, this one, don't have Clara, and do have Himiko. I have this one and I have Branya. I have Welt, I do not have Welt's light cone. I would have been okay with it if I had gotten Welt's. I have Gepard and his light cone. I do not have Yanqing, and now I have his, and then I have Bailu and hers. So I'm quite literally only missing, out of these 7, Welt's light cone. And then out of these standard banner characters, I'm missing Clara and Yanqing. But I have their light cones for whenever they show up, I guess. Ah, that sucks. And like at max, I could, exchange 7 of these? I could get like 1 more 10 pull, but that'd put me only at like 24. I guess I do technically also have this stuff. I could dip into this. But I don't even think this is enough to, like, become a 10 pull. Because I think you need, like, 1,600 or something. I'm trying to guess. Yeah, because, like, this is a 10 pull right here. That hurts my soul that we're not getting this one. And I have no good light cone to put on him, I don't think. I'll have to look at, like, Game 8's suggestions for his light cones if you weren't able to get his actual banner one. I'm really tempted. I might do that at the end of the stream. It'll only put us at like 24 pity, but
nice.
You know. Hope and a dream, right? Anyway. Alright, so where are we when it comes to things? Okay, so as you can see, I need to finish Don Jilu's companion mission, which we had to stop partially through because my headphones were fritzing out and I could barely hear them. We have Argenti's companion mission, and then I need to find where Lynx's companion mission is because she also has a companion mission. I don't think it's still on here for me to show it to you, but so quite a few companion missions to do. So let's go back to Jilu's. We were almost done with it, I feel like. But we need to get at least Argenti's done because I think you have to do him prior to being able to go to Pikani, and that update is literally happening in a couple of hours. So.
What is it? Oh.
Alright. Let's see if it... Okay, it will let me continue from where I stopped. I know I hit save and pause, but I didn't know if it would actually...
A little walk will do me good.
Back to being accompanied by Monarch.
I can smell the herbs. It's a... Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away! There is an even bigger monster protecting this one! When did so many creatures start visiting the Alchemy Commission?
Careful.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady. Stand back. The chill of my sword freezes everything in its path.
Okay, so I can auto this battle, which is nice.
So this is why your hands are so cold!
Blade of moonlight.
This cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand.
Yeah, but she's like Mara struck, kind of similarly to how Blade is Mara struck.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Receive divinity.
In lunar flame.
Bloom. Repay. The dead return!
A will forged in ice never falters! It'll heal.
Blade of moonlight.
Receive divinity.
In lunar flame.
Alright, let me make sure nothing's missing. Excellent. The calming valerian and chi strengthening infusions are here. Let's head back. Never make a patient wait too long. Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the Law Fu, I've treated a number of Mara-stricken patients recently. They all presented with signs of incoherence, delirium, or frightening physical mutations. You don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit, and yet I still have many unfulfilled wishes and plenty of unfinished business.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions. I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence. All I have left are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past. If I am without either of them, I would fall into an empty void. Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you has provided more healing than any kind of medicine or remedy. By the way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person in bandages?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure. We get injured patients from all over the Xianzhou for treatment, and the number of injuries we see has skyrocketed since the Ambrosia Arbor crisis.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He also carries a crude sword with him at all times. Have you seen someone like that, Dragon Lady?
Oh, yes! Someone came by today that matches that description.
Oh my gosh, what happened to patient confidentiality?
He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood. Though, from the way he behaved, it must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
He's probably looking for a different kind of medicine. Well then, it would seem that everything is in place. Let's go meet our old friend.
Well, there's Blade.
Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
Can I also
And
leave?
so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years. If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price.
They keep saying that. I wonder, cause like, haven't they already kind of paid a price in a way? Like, Dan Heng and Blade tried to bring back the Fox Girl, right? And Blade is now an immortal that was human, but is now Mara-struck and descends into like a berserker-like madness. Dan Heng was forcefully reborn, so essentially killed and forced back into his egg state with his memories like warped, because instead of the full rebirth where he would forget his memories, they like messed with it because they wanted to retain the High Elder's power. And so Dan Heng has paid, and then she, still not quite sure what she did, but she's also Mara-struck, but she probably has made a deal with the God of Abundance, or the Eon Abundance, whatever, which is what's allowing her to retain her sanity, or maybe even the Eon of Destruction, even though she's also Mara-struck. So, like, obviously the Fox Girl is dead, so she couldn't pay the price, and it seems like Jing Yuan is the only one that was not part of this harebrained scheme. So, like, he only has to suffer the knowledge of what all of his friends have done. So, like, is that what this means? They could explain it in, like, next 2 seconds, but that's my current guess.
Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen.
And this is not Imbibitor Lunae. This is Dan Heng. Oh my goodness.
Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jing Liu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath.
Okay, so I was right about the 3 that are paying the price bit, at least.
Now it is time we pay for what we have done.
Again, Dan Heng does not need to be here. He is not the one at fault. I am very much of the opinion that if you in a past life were a serial killer, your current life cannot be held responsible for what was done in a past life.
Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom.
You say that, but the only ones that have been trying to charge him for Imbibitor Lunae's sins are you all.
Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets. And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet. It is time to say goodbye.
Can we talk to Blade? He coldly looks at you. The answer is no. Okay.
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness. What a depressing reunion. Jing Yuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi. I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-light reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the 2 of you beforehand.
Jing Yuan, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path. No matter, I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jing Liu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you. The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you that the swords of mortals are incapable of killing someone with the flesh of an emanator.
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
You will only draw against an opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death. We were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
A familiar feeling, almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer, which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never able to find the answer. Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again? Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away, like when we drank to drown our sorrows.
Jingyuan is going through his crisis. Blade is also going through their crisis. Alright.
Imbibitor Lunae, what do you plan on doing next?
Once this gathering ends, I will return to the Express to continue my journey.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Luofu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear.
that is called guilt.
The memories of what I did when I was Mara struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head on in the end. Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibitor Lunae.
Okay, so now we can talk to people.
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another. Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth. Yes. It has been a long day for you, Dan Heng.
Is that the first time he calls us Dan Heng instead of calling us Dan Feng?
Dan Heng, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today. I understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did? Goodbye for now, Dan Heng. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under happier circumstances.
Yeah, Jing Yuan is like, they say only 3 pay a price, but, like, Jing Yuan is having to watch his friends destroy themselves over and over again, and he's trying in his own way, to the best of his own ability, to try and, like, at least put them to rest so that he doesn't have to watch them suffering anymore. Because I feel like he's the only one, like, obviously he still mourns, the Fox pilot, but, like, he's, like, the only one that, like, actually handled it in, like, a healthy manner. Because, like, if these two, Imbibitor Lunae and Blade, had not tried to pull some Greek-level nonsense and resurrect their dead friend, of course, Blade's prior incarnation would have died of old age, but Imbibitor Lunae would have been able to at least stay with Jing Yuan and face the political power struggle together. Now, Jilu did fall to Mara, but apparently she has been able to fix that somehow after she left the CN show, so they would still have to do with that, but they could have dealt with it together. But yeah, so I don't think Yunqing has, like, too big of a issue unless his friends try to do something similar to what these ones did. But yeah, no, there was no healthy coping mechanisms here.
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it. We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
I will see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now, I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
Is everything okay? Oh, I like that my thing still pops up. Kalis and I heard you received an anonymous letter and we were worried, so we came here to check on you, but you weren't in the archives. Did that poker-faced Stellaron Hunter Blade give you any trouble? Don't worry, I just stepped away to enjoy the view. Huh, that's a relief then. By the way, don't forget to head back to the Express early. Himiko said she made some coffee for us. Okay, and Don Hung, of course, disappeared because he's busy with another one, which is this one. Oh, look at him! I didn't know he was on the Express. I've seen him on the station. The Hertix station. When I was pursuing Etsy, I found someone who 3D prints and paints the those guys, the Warp Trotters. I'm really thinking about buying one. It looks so cute.
Welcome to the Inner Astral Peace broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
Ooh.
Good evening.
Welcome
Note
to a
left
new
by
episode
Locha.
of Inner Astral Peace
Shush.
broadcast. We are here to bring you the latest news from
Is there a
across
way I
the
can turn that
galaxy.
off? Dear Nameless, having delivered this letter instead of binding you farewell in person on the Express leaves me with a sense of regret. I've heard of your noble deeds in Xianzhou Lafu and had the pleasure of getting to know such intriguing friend as Dan Heng. Journey through the meandering Xianzhou has allowed each of us, including those in the Astral Express, to find what we were seeking, a remarkable and fulfilling conclusion that is truly incredible. Now I must continue on the next station of my destiny. In accordance with the customs of my homeland, it is customary to leave behind some tokens at the place one visits as a way to express gratitude to those who have aided in stepping onto unfamiliar grounds and to wish for smooth travels ahead. Thus enclosed with this letter is a small token of appreciation. Please accept it with my sincere regards. May our paths cross once more in the future. Oh! Locha just coming out with the coin. Alright.
Long time no see. How have you been? Indeed, it's about that time. I guess that explains why Pom Pom is in such a hurry.
Welcome back. Ah, yes. I intend to participate in the efforts as well.
Oh, it's been a while. Did Pom Pom call you back? The Astral Express needs periodic cleaning and maintenance. It's home to the whole crew, after all. Let's take good care of it.
The annual Express spring cleaning? I love tidying rooms. I'll clean everywhere as best I can.
Alright.
How is everything? If you're ready, let's head to the Washtopia.
Oh, I like that they have it in shadow. Unfortunately, I have been spoiled, so I know who is coming. So let's go with my most built team.
Something seems off. Pom Pom already selected a route. We've seemingly gone off course. Strange. Pom Pom's navigation is always precise. Stay vigilant. There might be a magnetic field nearby interfering with the Express's navigation system. Let's take a look in the control room.
So,
What happened?
Oh, I love cutscenes.
What's happening? Did you see that huge shadow?
I did.
Everything outside is red. What's going on?
The red dimension? Oh my gosh. Kalis, please. I would say Space Beast.
Then where did it go? And why is it so quiet all of a sudden? Even Mr. Yang looks surprised. That's not something you see every day.
March. The Express encountered an obstruction. The disturbance triggered a chain reaction.
There's someone in the background.
The Express was struck from behind by another vessel.
How do you crash into someone in space?
Another vessel in our vicinity encountered the same obstruction and was unable to control its velocity. After the collision, 2 individuals found their way onto the Express.
We have guests?
Guests? I don't think they're here for tea.
They appear to be friendly.
Oh, if they're here to stir up trouble, I'll teach them a lesson. Let's go check it out. Oh, let's go.
That visitor appears to be a knight, and it looks like he has a servant.
The Astral Express seems fine, but a collision like this in space is a little unusual. Even for me, it's a first.
What a fascinating encounter. There's nothing more captivating than an unpredictable future. Let's see what unfolds next.
Pom-pom?
It seems like we're stuck. Washtopia will have to wait a little longer.
Oh.
Another anomaly in this shining universe.
Making
A
his
blooming
armor
splash of colors.
would be
You
awful.
Are truly beautiful.
I feel bad for all the cosplayers.
A lady. I offer a sincere compliment. You're akin to a flower in winter. Oh? Another beautiful soul.
He's like, Ma?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Argenti.
Oh, I'm losing all of my earphones.
To the Knights of Beauty. May I know your names?
Okay. Time for my standard. I'm Kalis. Alright, I heard nothing of what he just said because both of my headphones fell out. Did you crash into the train?
Indeed, and I extend my deepest apologies for doing so. I wish to remedy the situation, hence my arrival on the Astral Express.
I'm just looking at his outfit. Oh my god, this would be a nightmare to make. Pretty, but a nightmare.
Now we know he didn't do it on purpose. Hi, Argenti. I'm March 7th.
An honor. I was just explaining the significance of beauty to this foliage. Pardon my abruptness, but I have a habit of asking questions. As fellow beings of this universe, are you acquainted with Idrilla the Beauty? The Knights of Beauty travel from planet to planet, spreading the beauty's glorious reputation across the universe, so that every being may know of their existence. We strictly adhere to the commandments of our faith, tempering our physical forms and upholding our honor. Yes, though not exclusively. Just as I extol the beauty in this foliage, what I anticipate is an encounter, a collision and exchange of minds and philosophies. Do you doubt such an assertion? You need not, young sir.
You did just compliment a plant.
Both my words and actions come from the bottom of my heart. You are indeed beautiful, like flowers blooming in the morning sun.
I feel like I would just cringe right out of my shell talking to this man and probably want to run away and hide.
Young sir, now that you know something of the beauty, I wonder, can you resonate with this philosophy and place your trust in Idrilla?
My favorite Eon is still, I say that and immediately forget their name, Fully. So if I had to pick one, it would be Fully. The second one would probably be the Emanator of Destruction, because I feel like there's history there between our boy and him, because he gave us the Path of Destruction first, and he's pretty, of course. Usually when you're talking to a culty person, it's better to just say yes and keep going and extract yourself out of the situation instead of riling them up by saying no. I get, like, the beauty of all things, but, like, what does this Eon do? Sure.
You sound confused. Young sir, with all due respect, I fear you may still be grappling with this philosophy. Yet, agreed with me out of kindness. An act of pure beauty in itself.
Oh my god, please. I couldn't be in this man's presence for more than 5 minutes. I would have to leave.
I cherish different ideas, but judging from this situation, since you do not understand the beauty, I will have to show you in a way that only a knight can. I earnestly request a chivalrous contest with you. Should I be fortunate enough to triumph, I ask you to acknowledge Idrilla the Beauty as the most peerless beauty of all.
I mean, I'm not gonna, like, fight on the fact that the god of beauty, or the Eon of beauty, whatever, is the most beautiful of all. I just don't understand your thought process on how we apply that to other situations.
To my lasting sadness, no. It is an unspoken rule of the Knights of Beauty that the commandment is uttered before a battle between knights. I apologize. Forgive me for my lack of eloquence.
Oh, we're fighting him. I was expecting this a little later, but alright.
Why are you fighting?
Communicating with others can be a most difficult endeavor. It is through action
Oh,
alone
I
that
don't
we
know what
can
I did.
convey our intent faithfully. May you understand the beauty.
Years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Oh, did my accelerate get turned off? There it is. Alright, I guess take out his little propter things first.
Here, this thunder! Show no mercy.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
The flesh wound. Let the duel commence. Christ.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
Confess.
Let's make it quick.
Behold, this symbol of pure...
Is that all?
Conflict is
The
pitiless.
flesh wound.
I'll see you off.
You are fighting a gentleman. Pledge thine loyalty.
Let's go.
There's no time to lose.
Confess.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Follow my charge.
Let's make it quick.
Christ, bear witness to...
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
Let the duel commence.
I'll see you off. Here, this thunder!
Let's go.
Anyone is wondering why I am
Pledge thine loyalty.
letting these build up, it's because I want to do a certain combo. Give me a second.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Still a challenge. Put forth all your might.
It'll take more than that.
What? No, I don't even get to do my
interrupt whatever's happening here. Forgive the interruption, but I just spoke with Himiko. The situation is more urgent than we imagined. You're welcome. Just doing my job.
My deepest apologies, Mr. Yang. My concentration has been solely centered on my conversation with him. Now, it is only fitting to disclose the main reason for my presence here. To work jointly in resolving the crisis before us. I was piloting the one and only through the galaxy when I discovered Velite, an IPC worker who accidentally fell into a huge cave, from which I saved him.
Oh, is this the, if you're playing Simulated Universe, you, find a person, you'll, like, encounter a little scenario in one of those, like, event sections, where a guy was, oh, I can't remember his backstory, but he falls into a cave and he gets saved by the Knights of Beauty and becomes a Knight of Beauty. So this must be who they're talking about.
Upon saving Velite, I altered my flight course to accompany him to his original location. Consequently, I inadvertently ended up on the Express's navigational trajectory. According to him, he is an IPC worker. I believe he's currently resting in the carriage. He is still in a state of shock. He swore to follow Adrilla the goddess after being impressed by what he saw during our adventure.
Thank you for coming. It'll be a first for the Express to work alongside the Knights of Beauty.
Enjoy the present moment. Continue to enjoy the present moment. You misunderstand. I must first wholeheartedly enjoy the Red Knight of the Universe before I can discover an inharmonious pitch. These two things are correlated. Once I discover the cause, I shall destroy it.
Well, try not to take too long. Things could deteriorate at any moment. Could you please go check on Velite? He looks uneasy. He's a guest of ours, after all.
Any new thoughts, everyone?
How do we stand? Is there a way to resolve this situation?
What was that all about? It does seem like you're on better terms after the fight.
What a fascinating encounter. There's nothing more captivating.
What is it? Here to cheer me up? Save your breath. Your intentions might as well be written on your forehead. I'm just a small-time IPC worker. That Argenti rescued me. I don't know anything, and I can't help you guys. I want to go home and have dinner. Once we're out of this jam. Did Argenti tell you that? Oh, that guy is unbelievable. Before he rescued me, he said something like, "You must pledge to acknowledge Adrilla, the beauty, as the most peerless beauty of all." I told him I'd marry her if he'd liked, as long as he got me out of that stinking cave first. And he refused. I couldn't believe it. My life was on the line, so I just repeated after him. Adrilla, the beauty, etc. You get the... Then he corrected me. It's Adrilla, not Adrilla. Who came up with such an awkward-sounding name? I'm a pencil pusher. What the heck do I know about the Eon of Beauty? But of course, I repeated it again in order to survive. Adrilla the beauty, the most peerless beauty of them all! Just like that. Do you think I like being negative? My friend, this is what's known as falling prey to the grim reality of life. Understand?
I think I liked the other IPC worker who was helping us with the Pokemon ripoff more than this one.
When I was young, I assumed my life would be like a novel. I wanted to be a pilot, flying through outer space, exploring the universe in a grand spaceship. But then my parents told me I'd have to work for the IPC and make a bunch of money to fulfill my dreams. Enough! This is a painful topic. I gave up my unrealistic dream of becoming a pilot and worked for the IPC instead. I guess I'm living the life of a supporting character now. But after running into Argenti, I had an idea. Perhaps I could make some money with him and turn my life around. He's tall, handsome, and a knight. Packaged and marketed the right way, I'm sure he'll pique a lot of interest. I told him about my idea, that he could advocate for the beauty while also incorporating currency as a notion of beauty. That would allow him to preach more efficiently. He was very impressed. I'm planning to contact the marketing development department as soon as I'm off the Express. He'll make a great IPC product spokesperson, and I can be his agent. Now, the question remains, will this guy shine brighter as an image-focused idol, or should we showcase his formidable talents and mold him into a powerful star?
An idol.
You're right. It'd be a shame to waste such a handsome face. He just screams idol.
He also screams idiot, so you need him to be quiet.
So when can I get off the Express? I need you guys to solve this traffic jam problem ASAP.
You're such an I've already been banned on TikTok, I think, because of cussing. I'm still trying to figure out which TikTok made them mad. I cannot find it for the life of me, so I'm trying not to get in trouble with Twitch, too.
Were you even listening to me? Alright, I have nowhere else to be. Let's go. Huh? What was that sound? Did someone scream?
That would be Pom Pom.
Young sir, may I help you? I am currently enjoying the present moment.
Any progress?
Pom Pom. What happened?
There was a strange sound. It was terrifying. Did you hear it? Pom Pom knows the Express inside and out. It definitely wasn't the train.
Is it possible that the jolt just now damaged the Express? Did something manage to sneak in?
Do we know where the sound came from?
It sounded like it came from the passenger cabins. Or the conductor's cabin.
But those are in opposite directions. How about we go check our own rooms? Read the room. Enough with the mean jokes. Now's the time for action. I'm gonna go check my room. If there's a problem, I'll let you know.
We should do this in groups. You would think you all would know this by now.
March has a point. Pom Pom will go check the conductor's cabin.
I'm gonna be honest though, Pom Pom. If it's between you and March, I will be picking March.
Is that me? What's she saying? I know your past. The things you want to see, to touch, to know. Your home, family, friends, emotions, what you love and what you despise. I'm the complete March 7th, with all of your forgotten memories. Who are you? Why do you look exactly like me? Why did you stop talking? Oh, what kind of creepy...
March, can you hear me?
Huh? My phone. Himeko, there's something really weird happening.
I know. March, get out of there right now.
But...
We should flee the evil imposters.
March, please reply. Have you left the room?
Did something happen to March?
Not good. I need you and Don Hung to check on March.
I'll accompany you. Velite, you two.
What? Alright, if things get dangerous, I'll hide behind you.
I don't know why we didn't go in a group setting to begin with, but alright.
It's an insect.
Ugliness. The inharmonious pitch has surfaced.
Ugh, not more of these. I swear, ever since the simulated universe brought out these bugs have been everywhere.
Honor compels us to vanquish this dissonance.
A will forged in ice.
Let's see if we can. I was playing the
dead return!
Oh my gosh, Swarm Disaster, and I literally got stuck in a fight with these things because they would spawn before I could kill all of them, and then I would kill one of them, and then a new one with the full health would just pop back up, and I was quite literally just stuck in a loop of trying to kill these things. It was so annoying.
Is that all?
Yeah, because it would do this.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Hear this thunder!
That was so scary! It was like a long-lost twin sister had suddenly appeared out of nowhere. I can't believe it was only a bug.
I did not envision seeing true stings again.
Huh?
There was a whole bunch of those bugs chasing me when Argenti found me in the cave.
I was under the impression that I had successfully routed all of them. However, it appears that the stings continue to pursue us. Could it be? Velite, perhaps you still bear sting pheromones on your body.
Huh? Farah, what is that? Is that bad?
Yes, I've read about true stings in the databank. They emit fibrous particles from their wings during flight, the inhalation of which can induce perceptual distortions and hallucinations. I'm afraid March may have inhaled some of these particles. And that's why she saw another version of herself in the room.
So that was just a hallucination? Huh. Why do I feel kinda disappointed? Wait, I thought hallucinations were supposed to be completely random. Why did I see an identical me?
Probably because of the path of propagation.
Did it do anything strange?
It said it knew about my past. And then it stopped talking.
I'm afraid that's not enough information for us to draw a conclusion. My concern is that numerous stings may have already infested the Express. Their elusive nature helps them stay in the shadows, but they may also be roaming freely. We have to prevent them from propagating. If not...
Oh, I don't want to see a bunch of marches roaming around the Express. One of me is enough.
Agreed.
We're on the same page.
Don Hung's like, I also concur that. Alright. Oh no, Trotter Lord. But we will, it's been an hour. So unfortunately I do have to go. But we will, well actually Picani is like next week, so we'll see. We'll see. I definitely want to do the next part of the main quest, so this companion missions might get pushed off still some more. But thank you all so much for coming. Let's see. Let's do one more 10 pull. It'll put us back from getting the Welt light cone for a bit, but that's fine. How many do I have? I have 6. And I don't think I have enough. Oh, I do have enough. Okay, so this would give me 7. So I only need to get 3 of these. In one more desperate pull, which will put us at 24, relying purely on streamer's luck. Streamer's luck was not enough, everyone. So sad. Alright. Alright, unfortunately it does look like we are not going to be able to get Dr. Horatio's light cone this time. So our poor friend will be without his... Where is he? Without his light cone, unfortunately, so I will need to find a good replacement for him. In the meantime. But that does mean that whatever, person in the future that we want to pull for, which might... Oh, I should change this. I really like Acheron, or Archeron. I've seen some spoilers for her, but of course, we are absolutely just desperate for Sunday. So we should change this. Let's look at the, before we change, Honkai, Star Rail, banner leaks, or banner schedule. Okay, so it looks like, at least according to this site I found, that Don Hung is getting, in his Imbibitor Lunae, is getting a rerun with the Black Swan release, which we need Don Hung's light cone, so I guess that's probably where we're going to be investing our money. Misha is also getting released on that banner. Jing Yuan after that, and Sparkle, and then Acheron, which I love. She is like peak high school 8th grader syndrome character design, but we're matching her with Adventuring coming out right after her, and then Gallagher apparently is going to be on that banner as well. Oh, that's a rough one, because Adventuring, though. Ooh, that's a tough lineup. Well, the first thing I'll be encountering is I need, my husband's light cone. That's the first thing. We'll make other decisions after that. Get his light cone, because I currently don't have it. I just barely got him on his first banner. I say that like I've been using him. I have not. He's just been sitting in my inventory. See? And then I have this banner cone on him, which I would totally move to Blade, but Blade actually has his 5-star light cone, so he doesn't need it. So if I get the Don Hung one, or the Imbibitor Lunae one, I'll just be like, well, I have this light cone for no reason now. But yeah, so I guess this will be what I'll be working on next. Oh, we got an achievement. What was this one for? Complete the companion mission, Cloud leave no trace. Okay. So, and then this companion mission is, the one we were just working on. I think this one might be... Oh, I wonder where Lynx's companion mission is, unless it's this one, First Steps of the Future. Anyway, so, we tried, we failed, we set a new status. So, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your week, and that you all get whatever accomplishments done that you would like to. And have a lovely day.